report what I believe to be a Bigfoot sighting approximately 5 miles from Lisbon, Ohio.
Please support this channel by subscribing and leaving comments.
On this edition of Sightings, Bigfoot is tracked in Ohio. Next, startling new evidence of a Bigfoot in the wooded hills of Ohio.
When somebody told me there was Bigfoot in Ohio, I laughed.
Bigfoot expeditions have become a kind of a cottage industry in the Pacific Northwest. Entering Bigfoot country, the billboards proclaim. But recent sightings 1,500 miles to the east seem to indicate that Bigfoot's range may extend all the way across the Rockies and into the Midwest.
I would like to report what I believe to be a Bigfoot sighting approximately 5 miles from Lisbon, Ohio.
Probability of a Bigfoot being sighted in Ohio obviously is lower than in the Northwest, but you can never exclude it absolutely, because historically there have been a goodly number of sightings made in that area of the country.
Biologist Dr. Henner Fehrenbach specializes in primate research at a college near his home in Beaverton, Oregon. His extensive analysis of Bigfoot evidence grew out of a casual interest in the subject during the 1960s.
Scientists that are ordinarily quite rational refuse to even inform themselves of the evidence that is available. They reject it as if it was a ghost.
When somebody told me there was Bigfoot in Ohio, I laughed. I didn't believe it.
But compelling physical evidence and eyewitness reports have made George Clapperson and Jody Cook believers. Together, they have formed the Ohio Bigfoot Research and Study Group in Cincinnati, Ohio. A 24-hour Bigfoot hotline has been set up to record area sightings.
They make a report in 1988. You investigate it in 95, and everything is still exactly the same. They take you to where they had the sighting, and there's fresh evidence where they had their sighting years ago. That's pretty convincing.
In February of 1995, Clapperson and Cook discovered an anomalous structure near Akron, Ohio, that they believe may be a Bigfoot nest. It is similar to, but larger than, nesting sites of other primates.
It was about 4.5 feet high and about 5.5 feet long. It was completely hollow on the inside. It was big enough for 3 of us to go and sit in comfortably.
Are these the sounds of Bigfoot? Sightings received these sounds recorded in Ohio by Bigfoot researcher Matt Moneymaker. The recording is part of an extensive surveillance project that Moneymaker is conducting in southern Ohio. Sightings will bring you more on the results of this investigation on a future edition of our program.
Peter Byrne of the Bigfoot Research Project is cautiously optimistic about the reported sightings in Ohio. In an average 6-month period, Byrne receives more than 3,000 calls. But from those calls, less than 5 are found to be credible sightings.
If you've had a paranormal experience, please write to us at Sightings. Sightings can also be contacted at America Online at keyword Sightings. At the Sightings Forum, download images, sounds, and QuickTime clips. Also, join us daily in our chat room, live on AOL.
Until next time, remember, no mysteries closed to an open mind. For Sightings, I'm Tim White.
On this edition of Sightings, and dramatic new evidence that Bigfoot lives in Ohio. Next, Ohio farmers who've never heard of Bigfoot are staying out of the woods at night because of this.
On a recent edition of Sightings, we reported the discovery of a huge nest-like structure by a Bigfoot investigative team in rural Ohio. We also introduced you to Bigfoot researcher Matt Moneymaker, whose ongoing attempts to capture the elusive creature have yielded some extraordinary results.
The feeling was, the first time I saw a track was just, oh my God, all these stories are true.
Matt Moneymaker has been tracking Bigfoot for over a decade, most recently in eastern Ohio, where local residents claim they have spotted the creature in heavily wooded areas.
If you put a little effort into going out and checking this out, you could prove it to yourself. You could see for yourself some evidence that these legendary things existed.
Moneymaker uses sophisticated surveillance equipment in his attempts to capture the sounds and images of the legendary creature.
The purpose of a night vision scope is to be able to see in the dark without using lights, so that animals or other subjects that would be deterred by white light might walk into the frame, not even aware that they're being watched.
And Moneymaker has recently gathered some of the most compelling evidence to date, sound recordings of an unidentified creature that may one day prove to be the elusive Bigfoot.
They sound as though they're produced by a very large animal, and they're consistent with what people describe as being Bigfoot screams and Bigfoot howls.
These sounds convinced Sightings to return with Moneymaker to the site of the original recording in hopes of capturing the creature on tape, this time on videotape.
I would be very surprised if any scientist would be able to come up with a recording of a known animal that matches exactly the sounds that I've recorded at this location over the past few months.
Barely 2 hours into the Bigfoot stakeout, the team clearly heard footsteps in the woods, amplified through an extremely sensitive microphone. Moneymaker went in for a closer look, but whatever had caused the sound had vanished.
I'm not disappointed about not getting a videotape of a Bigfoot tonight, because after all, what I'm trying to do is get a videotape of the most difficult to photograph subject on the face of the earth, perhaps.
And jokes about his last name aside, Matt's not in it for the money.
What's really exciting about going out and looking for Bigfoots or investigating sightings is that you're doing something that most people are completely ignoring. It's a frontier subject that exists in a world where there really are no other frontiers.
Matt Moneymaker continues his stakeout in the same area where he recorded the moans and footsteps. Sightings will update you with any new information as the search for Bigfoot in Ohio continues.
Ghosts, UFOs, the unexplained, dramatic stories of the paranormal from the files of Sightings, a new paperback book available now wherever books are sold, from Fireside Books.
Until next time, remember, no mystery is closed to an open mind. For Sightings, I'm Tim White.
sharing all this rare and unique content. Please show your support by subscribing and leaving comments.